Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bo with the DGN Sports Network. Wanted to get on here for week 2, the NFL. Got some lines for the Pigskin Pickem, and we'll have our picks for the CircaSportsMillion. We're running a little behind this week. Everybody's going to be doing solo videos, I think. So we'll jump right into it. We missed last night's game, the Bengals at the Browns. I believe West took the Bengals, but I had the Browns, so I'm already 0-1 for the week. But looking to bounce back and have a good week here. So I'm just going to dive right in, starting with the Falcons at the Cowboys. ESPN line, you got -5.5. Real time, you're looking at about -4. That tells me there's a little bit of value on that ESPN pick'em line with the Falcons, so I'm going to take that on there. Real-time bets, I would probably just stay away. Not really interested right there on that. So on ESPN, pick them, take the Falcons. Do like the over 52 on real-life bets if you want to get a little action there on that one. Next up, we got the Bills at the Dolphins, +5.5 on the pick 'em, +6 real-time. The Dolphins just looked good last week, but I just don't know. I mean, sorry, not the Dolphins didn't look good, but the Bills looked good. I feel like it's a good spot for the Dolphins to get a cover, possibly a win, but I just can't do it. So I'm going to go with the Bills there. Next up, I got the Giants at the Bears, -5.5. I do not trust anything about the Bears. I can't see them laying 5.5 points to anyone. I'm going to take the Giants and the points there. Might even take some Giants money line to win that game. Then you got the Broncos at the Steelers, -6.5 on the pick'em. It's been all over the place in real time. I've seen it all the way up to -9. I think it may have settled around -7 now, -7.5. Really like the Steelers this year, but they are really banged up now. We got a couple people out on the offensive line. James Conner's got a uncertainty with the ankle injury. I don't want to do it, but I think I'm going to take the Broncos here. It's tough, but I think it's just one of those spots. So I'm going to go with the Broncos, especially if it's over 7. On the pick'em, if it's 6.5, 6.5. Let's just do the Steelers, but that's a tough one. I feel like it's a tough spot for the Steelers. I do like the under on that game. We got under 43. You got a short week for these guys. Could be a slow start, so definitely like that. Then we got the Lions at the Packers. Packers -6.5. Packers looked really good last week, threw up a lot of points. Lions let one slip away at the end. I think this could be a close game, maybe one of the better games of the week. I'm going to take the Lions and the points there. Next up, you got the Jags at the Titans. And on the pick'em, you got the Titans -10.5. That is really big spread for me for the Titans. I just can't see it. I'm going to take the Jags and those points on the ESPN pick'em. Real life, the spread's a little bit lower. You get some 8s, 8.5, 9. Probably, if I took anything, it'd be the Jags. Next up, you got the Vikings at the Colts. The Colts -2.5. This line seems a little fishy. Makes you wonder what's going on, but I just think the Colts offense is looking really good last week. Vikings defense is not looking so good, so I'm going to take the Colts on the pick 'em under the 3. That 2.5 number. Real life, I think it's a 3, and I'd probably just stay away. Then we got the Rams at the Eagles, and the Eagles +1.5 on the pick 'em. I believe real life is maybe even number now. That tells me I'm gonna want to take the Eagles on ESPN pick 'em. Lots of money seems to be coming in on them. Just a bad spot for the Rams. Eagles, a lot of overreaction to how bad they played in the second half last week. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Eagles. 49ers at the Jets. Jets +6.5 on the pick 'em, probably +7 in real life. Same thing here. Just a cross country, bad spot for the 49ers. Jets looked terrible last week. 49ers didn't look great themselves, so this could just be a real ugly game. I'm going to take the Jets and the points. We got the Panthers at the Bucks. The Bucks minus 8.5 on the Pickem. Got close to 10 on real life, maybe 9. I'm going to take the Panthers. That is a lot of points. I'm not sold on Brady and the new offense with the Bucks yet. I'm just gonna grab those points and see if the Panthers can throw up another ton of points on the board again. Then we got the Washington football team, whatever they're called now, at the Arizona Cardinals, minus 6.5 on the Pick'em. I am a big fan of the Cards this year. I think they're a good team. I'm still not impressed with Washington last week. Their defensive line looked good, but everything else is still very average or less. So I'm going to take Arizona. Then we got, the Chiefs are heading to the Chargers. Chargers plus 8.5 on the Pick'em. You got probably 9 or 10 in real life. I'm going to take the Chiefs until they prove me wrong. So if it's under 10 points, I'm taking the Chiefs. Ravens at Texans. Texans plus 6.5 on the Pick'em. I'm going to go with the Ravens here. It's kind of the same deal. The good offense. Team rolling over from last year that looked great. Until they show me wrong and prove me wrong, I'm going to take the Ravens with that less than touchdown there. We got the Pats at the Seahawks. Seahawks minus 4.5. This has been probably the hardest game for me to take a look at this week. I just don't know what to expect about the Pats. Seahawks looked great last week against Atlanta, but that's a tough road game for the Patriots. I think I'm going to go with the Seahawks, the minus 4.5. Last game of the week, the Saints at the Raiders. Raiders plus 5.5 on the Pick'em. I'm going to take the Raiders here. First game ever for NFL in Vegas. I just don't see how they don't play really good. They possibly even get the win. Saints offense just did not look good to me last week. Slow start. They came away with the win, but they just didn't look good. So it's going to be the Raiders for me at the plus 5.5. So my 5 picks for the week are going to be the Giants, Raiders, Kansas City, Colts, and the Panthers. That's what I'll be submitting to our Circa Millions picks. Last off, I wanted to mention, in our group, our ESPN Pickem group, there's about 20 people roughly. Ben took down the win this week with a record of 10-7. It's not a world beater, but it's a winning record, and he takes the week 1 prize, so congrats to him on that. If you tailed his picks, you would have came away up a little bit, which is all we can ask for. I finished the week 7-10, I believe, something like that. So if you tailed mine, you had a losing record, but it's still a good week overall for us. I appreciate everybody. I think that's all we got for today. Like and subscribe to our videos, and we'll try to keep these coming. And hopefully next week we'll get everybody back on the same one, make it a little more entertaining for you. So that's all I got for tonight. I appreciate it. Thanks.